Hello, my gorgeous group ones. Welcome to your reading. If you chose thumbnail image one or however you find your way here, welcome. Today's reading is going to be about what effect does your beauty have on people, your looks, okay? We're going to, get into that and see what comes through. I'm trying to mix it up as much as I can, but there's only so many readings I could do about looks, guys. But it's always fun. I'm not even going to lie. So let's get into it. What effect does your beauty have on others? That seems to be what everybody wants to see because those are the readings that get the most views. And I'm like, but how? Sway? But I guess we're going to get into it. Let's see. How does your looks affect others? And wouldn't it be cute if I did a reading about how does your person's look affect others? That would be a reading. Even like a versus. How do your looks affect people versus how their looks affect people? That's cute. Let me write that down for later. Let's get into your looks today, okay? How does your beauty, your looks, your style affect other people? Please, Spirit, how does it affect other people? How does it affect other people? Please, Spirit, my group ones. I just heard Angel Fairy. That's very funny. Very soft, pillowy. Some of you could have like soft, pillowy lips. That's what's coming through. Before I'm even like really getting into the cards, I think 4 should be enough because I'm going to pull from another deck as well. Let's get into it. Your looks, please, Spirit. For my group ones, how does their look affect people around them? The people around them. How does their looks affect people around them? Others. Their looks, please, Spirit. We have the 9 of Wands. I'm hearing bone wary. That's funny. Your looks make people wary. It's kind of like I'm scared. You know what I mean? I'm hearing the final ring of hell, the final circle of hell, whatever the saying is. That's hilarious. Okay. Interesting. I'm also hearing battle ready armor, war torn. This is funny. Maybe I'm hearing Joan of Arc as well. So maybe you have like a very, see, that's making a lot of sense. I saw the strength card here. Maybe you're giving like a very intense look, like intense bone structure. It's kind of like giving gladiator, warrior-esque kind of beauty to you, where people are kind of like cowering in fear when it comes to approaching you or just being in your beauty and presence, right? So you know how sometimes in movies and television shows, the characters like knocking their knees together because they're so nervous and they're quivering with nerves? That's the kind of visual I'm getting for you guys. So you guys are giving like very strong features, maybe like a strong jaw, strong nose. I'm hearing deep set eyes, something like that. Like, maybe like very intense or dark eyebrows, you know what I mean? Some of you could have like a dark black stare as well. Like there's just something like very strong about like your looks. Like when people first see you, it's like you're like jumping down their throat kind of, It could be a little scary sometimes. Let's see what else comes through. How many cards do we get for this? Okay, I think that's enough. I just want to get all the cards out today so I'm not continuously repeating the same things over and over again. You get a nice full visual when all the cards are out. I'm seeing a butterfly at the bottom, so it's funny how you guys are getting soft and delicate, and then it was giving strong as well. So it's giving a little bit of both. There's a dichotomy here with you guys, and then we have the freaking baby with love. Absolutely. When we cut the deck, we have the I was gonna say flower, yeah, a delicate flower, right? Sure you are. Let me stop. We have the delicate butterfly, and then we have the cute little chubby baby. Okay, maybe your looks evoke strong emotions in people. That's where the strength is coming from. But some of you do have like very defined, very strong features that could be offset or balanced by softer features. Like I'm hearing high contrast, something like that. There was something going around on TikTok for a while, like a few months ago. And the people were like, when you have like perfect features, but some bad contrast or whatever it was. So it's like you have all the features everyone like wants or covets, but it didn't really come together that well in your face. So it seems like, like by itself, when you're seeing just someone's eyes, oh, those are beautiful. When you're seeing just their nose, that's great. When you're seeing just their lips, oh, that's gorgeous. But then when it kind of comes all together, it's like, oh, it's not really coming together the way people want it to. I don't know what that means, but that could be coming through. group one, please, Spirit. But I'm just hearing high contrast. I'm hearing full glam makeup as well. That could be something you do. I'm also hearing contour is coming through for some of you as well. So maybe you try to contour those hard, defined edges is what I'm hearing to make it like more soft, especially if you're a female, because nobody wants, like, people love to call females like hard and like masculine. Don't do that. It's not cute. So you could have like more masculine features and then very delicate feminine features. You try to your best to make them like work together instead of, you know, being heifers, right? We have 10 of Pentacles. We have the Hierophant. We have the 9 of Wands. Let's get all these cards out. So we have Strength. This is the first card I remember seeing. We have the Moon. I think this card came out first, though. We have the World. Yes. Yes. I'm hearing world-class beauty. Interesting. So even though you have like some more masculine features, it is balanced or offset with the more delicate features, because we have the Sun here with Strength, and then we have the Moon, which is masculine versus feminine. See, that makes a lot of sense now that I'm seeing it here. And then we freaking have the Balance card, where it's kind of like one is like more stark or apparent than the other, but the ones that aren't, you know, are stronger, I guess you could say, are still apparent. Like, I wonder if that makes sense. So, for example, if the rest of your face looks gorgeous, then the only thing that like standing out is maybe your nose, maybe bigger than everything else, and everything else on your face is like really small. It's like the eyes are giving delicate, the lips are giving delicate, but the nose is kind of giving masculine. It's like, oh, even though there's only one masculine feature, it's kind of overtaking the face in a way. If that makes sense, you know what I mean? But anyway, back to what I was saying with this Two of Pentacles here. Your looks offset each other, or I think that's the proper saying. Yeah. They play off each other really well. The looks that you guys have gotten, the masculine and the feminine looks, okay? So some people feel like they have a strong reaction to your looks, and then some people kind of feel like find themselves daydreaming or even coveting what you have, you know? That's coming through. But the World is like giving world-class beauty. So it's definitely giving how sometimes when everyone is being complimented on their looks, people try to find small things to try to downplay. Oh, well, they have big ears. Okay. They have a big nose. That's weird. Sure. Oh, they have big fat arms. Like, why must you find ways to say things about someone to take away from the compliments they're giving? It's like very much giving like, you know, mean and catty and like just upset. Okay. So, but I'm not really getting that energy from the cards, but I'm trying to give like an example of, for example, you're very beautiful, but there's like one thing that could be like you could be insecure about. And that's the one thing people love pointing out. Or maybe the thing is, we don't start off being insecure when we're young. We're not aware of ourselves until people come telling us, oh, that could be better. Oh, everything is perfect but that. I'm like, huh? Like, it's not those things that are pointed out when we were younger. That's like the things we internalize. We never would have realized those things about ourselves unless we were constantly comparing ourselves to other people, or people were constantly comparing us to other people as well. So that could be like the comparisons, the thief of joy kind of thing, where you're saying, oh, this person's giving dainty and delicate, and I'm giving like so you could have like a really like beautiful face, but your body's like more masculine, you know, more athletic, and you're kind of like, I wish I had like a more feminine body, but then your face is giving like it's eating. What do you mean? Like, stop comparing yourself to other people. Like, people are, you know, issuing over themselves for things that you have. Like, there's always things someone has that we want. That's the one thing that you should try to focus on. You know what I mean? And that could be the mindset people put themselves in when it comes to you as well. Like, your beauty affects people in the way where it's like, I wish I had that, or I wish I could do that, or I wish the clothes fit me like that, or something like that. And they have to kind of like say, hey, stop comparing yourself to people, right? Okay. There was also something that there was an example, right? There's this one girl that I knew from high school. She was always beautiful, very like petite, very like curvy as well. And since high school, she has been going to the gym, working on her body. She was always skinny. She didn't really need to like work out, but I guess she wants to like, you know, keep in shape and, you know, define more things and just, you know, stay healthy and active and fit, right? And she's like beautiful. I can't find anything that I would say is wrong with her, but I'm sure in her mind, she could find a few things she doesn't like. And I was like, you know, occasionally we see each other, talk to each other, you know, because we were always friendly. You always have those friends from high school you don't like, they're not your best friends, but if you were to come down to it, you would call and hang out with them. You know, if they were to ask, hey, you want to go somewhere? Yeah, let's go. But life kind of gets in the way. Anyway, that's what I was saying. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. She was like posting how somebody told her she has like high eyes. or deep set eyes, or like skinny eyes, whatever you want to call it, like half mass eyes. And it's kind of giving like when you're, I guess, when people smoke and their eyes go kind of like, you know, really squinty, or when they're drinking and drunk and their eyes go really squinty. Someone told her that, like, oh, you have eyes where you look like you're always high. And she's like, well, I don't smoke, so I wonder how many people have been thinking this about me. And I'm like, girl, I had to DM her. I'm like, girl, stop playing. People, like, those are microaggressions. What do you mean your eyes are always half masked? You look like you're always high. Like, so black people just always smoke? Is that what you're trying to say? Like, girl, I'm like, stop playing in my face right here. I'm like, you look gorgeous. You look beautiful. People love to find things to say about you when you look too good. She's like, thank you. I needed to hear that. I'm like, yeah, you needed to hear that, because what do you mean your eyes are squint? Like, what? It's crazy. Like, yo, people really have the nerve to be DMing somebody saying, oh, you always look like you're high. Like, who says stuff like that? Like, do you think before you even speak? It's stupid. And like I'm saying, I look at her and think she's someone who looks perfect. Like, I can't find anything wrong with how she looks. So why did somebody feel the need to come and tell her, oh, you always look like you're high? Because they're jealous. Jealousy. Yes. So that could be like that strength coming through. You evoke strong emotions in people, whether they're good or bad. When people see you, some people love what they see. Some people like have, you know, hidden agendas. They go home to their diary and say, I wish I had this at group 1, you know, with this moon card coming through. And then we have this 2 of Pentacles, where sometimes they have good things to say, sometimes they have bad things to say. It's like kind of giving that it's like, I don't want to say on the fence, but it's like a mixed bag. I would say it's mostly positive, the reactions people get to looking at you, but it's like some people are, you know, petty and upset and, you know, just miserable. That's the perfect word, miserable, okay? But the world being the first card coming out, it says, yeah, you did it. You now do something, celebrate a job well done. It's definitely giving always well put together, very girly as well. It's what's coming through. You have like a very frilly dress off the shoulders. It's kind of giving me, I was watching a video yesterday with Monet Michael, I think her name is. I don't know why I just know her name when I see it, but her name is Monet, okay? She's like really big on mostly TikTok, but she does Instagram and she does YouTube as well. And she was like posting a video yesterday where she was getting ready for like a summer brunch, and she was showing us summer makeup, and she was like doing her makeup. And I feel like, I don't know if we're the same shade, but she's like a darker woman, okay, a woman of color. So I like to watch what other women of color do to their faces to make it look beat, like, you know what I mean? I'm trying to learn, right? And she was like, she loves to put like glowy like oil or serum on her shoulders to give it like a little bit of a glow. That's kind of energy I'm getting here. So you love to make your skin look very, you know, I don't want to say shiny, but moisturized, healthy, glowy, that kind of thing. And that's something people kind of like see, or maybe your skin is just always really glowy, and that's something people love. Because some people really just have like shiny glass skin without even having to try. And I'm kind of like, people always say I have good skin, but my skin does not glow the way people with glass skin glows. I'm like, thanks, but look at them over there. Like, not to deflect or not accept the compliment, but I'm like, my skin is cute, right? But she's not giving glass. She's not giving donut, okay? That's what I want my skin to be one day. But some people are just like predispositioned to look that way. Their skin just glows, right? Especially Black women. Especially when they get that melanin on them, oh my gosh, glowy and beautiful. That's the people's reaction. Oh my gosh, like, you're so glowy, you're so pretty, you're so feminine, like, you're so bright, you have the curls, you have the waves, you have the something, right? I'm hearing you have like a really nice defined nose, okay? And one thing about Monet, I would say she's another woman who gives perfect, but the only thing you could probably say about her is that like she has like a her teeth aren't perfect, and that's like whatever, who really cares? Her smile is still like a gorgeous, amazing. I want to say a gorgeous, amazing and gorgeous together. She's still like a baddie. Like, you can't say anything against her. That's the only thing I can think of, right? And it's just giving that vibe where it's like a world-class beauty, where you would like go to any freaking site in the world and people would be like, oh my gosh, you're gorgeous, you're beautiful, that kind of thing, okay? So yes, you have the curls coming through. Your eyes are also coming through here. This woman, her eyes are really beautiful. I don't know if you could see them, but it's giving long eyelashes, right? And it's giving like, even if your eyes are brown, they could be on the lighter spectrum of brown, a really, really pretty, like light brown, right? That's what's coming through, okay? Maybe you're definitely someone, people, like I said, you evoke strong emotions in people, and it could be because if we're looking really closely, we could see her legs are not shaved. That could be something coming through for some of you. People get a strong reaction because, oh my gosh, you're a woman and you're not shaved. Like, okay, and Shoot. It's all natural over here. Mind your business. Thank you. There could be something here about you liking wearing off the shoulder clothing because we have that coming through here. Then we also have her wearing a turtleneck right here in this. But she's also really color coordinated. Even her clothes are matching her hair. Her hair is like an orange. Her shirt is orange. Shoes are giving orange. And then her, you know, shawl or sweater is giving orange as well, you know. I'm hearing buoyant. BUOYANT, and I think it's like what's like what it's called when your skin is like bling, very plump. Okay, there's something plump because that's the second time plump is coming through another way. Okay, buoyant is coming through for you guys, and whenever I think of that word, I think of how a ship that's docked or anchored kind of like bumps or, you know, bounces into the sea because the sea is ever moving, right? So it's definitely giving bouncy skin. That is the reaction people have to your beauty. It's like, wow, you know? Or I wish I had that. Okay, let's keep going. We have the Hierophant coming through here. This is kind of reiterating maybe a more serious look to you, especially with the Strength card coming through, or a very full-on look, at least. Here we have Ten of Pentacles. Hierophant and Ten of Pentacles means the same exact thing, in a way, because Hierophant is settling down, serious relationship vibes. Ten of Pentacles is the same, but it's like marriage, you know, it's even more serious. And also Hierophant can represent marriage as well, because you have to stand in front of a priest in order to be married to somebody. So that's definitely coming through, marriage. That, so how could that, like, people could think about marrying you when they see your looks. That's how it affects people. Like, oh, I could see myself waking up to that face every day, that body every day kind of energy. Because, yeah, the Hierophant and Ten of Pentacles kind of give the same vibe, okay? And then we have Nine of Wands, which is why I was talking about you make people weary, okay? I'm hearing, those of you who have seen This Christmas, I'm hearing the Chris Brown when he's singing a song. I'm trying to figure out something. There's something here about weary. Though you're something maybe weary. Is it Try a Little Tenderness? I don't think it's that one. But it's a song he sings where there's talking about something weary. Like maybe you have like a really beautiful voice, or your beauty makes people want to stop and like sing or stop and stare, that kind of thing. But yeah, that's what's coming through for you guys. It's like something about, do you maybe weary? Something, some kind of dress. I think it's Try a Little Tenderness. I'm pretty sure that's the song. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm sure enough at this point. Let's see. Is the connection working today? It is. Okay, so I can confirm that it is Try a Little Tenderness, but Chris Brown's version from This Christmas. And it says, oh, she may be weary. Them young girls, they do get weary, wearing that same old shaggy dress. So there's something about that, but it's just the way he sings it. It's so beautiful. I want to play it, but I probably will get freaking copyrighted, so I'm not going to do it. Just listen to it yourself if you haven't already. But just maybe the way your voice looks, or there's something here about youngness and youth. And whenever I think of Chris Brown in that Christmas or This Christmas era, he was like very youthful, very innocent. That was before the whole Rihanna and him issue came along. He like looked very cutesy. Chris Brown is also like he's just a sexy man, okay? So that's just like, see that reaction right there. There's no words, literally, for the type of beauty that you guys are, you know, out here carrying around, right? The Hierophant can also kind of be giving me sacred, or you know, that kind of thing, because it does have to do with like the church and priests and, you know, spirituality. So it's kind of giving your beauties, like people, their reaction is like, this is like sacred. You know, people feel like it's sacred. They're weary. What is it called? Is it hallowed ground is what I'm hearing as well. They don't want to mess up or make any kind of mistakes, right? They don't want to say the wrong thing. So they're like a little bit nervous, okay? Here we have thought coming through. So you make them think a lot. And it's like kind of, I don't want to keep saying weary. Like a worried kind of thought where it's like, oh my gosh, like how could someone be that pretty kind of energy, okay? The next card we have is conversation. They're literally having conversations about it with people. That's funny. Very, very interesting. And then the last card we have here is consolation. And look at how he's looking up at the heavens like, what is this? You know what I mean? How is this even real? How is this possible? This is the kind of beauty, or yours is the kind of beauty that people will go home and like talk to their friends about, talk to their journal about, that kind of thing, talk to their therapist about. Like, yours is the kind of beauty people are chatting about. Okay? And look, they're all in like a little group here just chatting away. That's the kind of vibe coming through. This guy is like sitting here literally begging to the heavens, asking, like, you know, it's like giving "why have you forsaken me" kind of energy. Like, why does such beauty exist to tempt me? It's kind of like giving, they know it's unattainable in a way, because constellation is like why would you only leave me with there? Why would you only put like one person this beautiful here and not give everybody one? It's the kind of energy I'm kind of getting, you know what I mean? Like, you're just like, oh my gosh, like, I didn't win the grand prize, I only got a consolation prize, but why would you only make one person that looks as beautiful, knowing only one person in the world can get that person, and all of us are going to be left with what else is out there, you know? Okay, so it's kind of giving like praise, put you on a pedestal. A lot of people flock to your beauty and your looks because we have the world card coming through, and it's like someone is infringing on her moment. Someone is looking at her. And then we have the same butterflies that were coming through in the frivolity card, where it's giving soft and delicate. And I do believe if you touch a butterfly, if humans touch the butterfly's wings, they like die or something. So it's giving like delicate, you know? Interesting. Okay. But very much like attention grabbing. That's the kind of energy coming through. That's how the effect you have on people. They're like asking the heavens, like they're writing in their journal, "Dear diary, I just saw the most beautiful person I've ever seen in my life. Why would God be so mean and only make one person that looks like that?" The end. Going to their friends like, "Oh my gosh, bro, I just saw the finest girl I've ever seen in my life. But guess what? She was married. Oh my gosh. Why would God do that?" Or whatever guys talk about, I don't freaking know. Or a girl going and telling her, like, you know what I mean, her best friends, like, "Girl, I just saw the finest guy I've ever seen in my life, but why do you have to have a girlfriend already?" That kind of thing, where it's unfair that only one person was given this beauty when everyone should be able to have someone that looks like you, essentially, okay? I'm gonna leave you reading right here, though. I don't want to get too crazy and go make this too long. There's no need for it. But here, with the Selkie card coming through in the Two of Pentacles, is definitely giving some of you have like a lot of body, because so do all these women in the card, okay? So it's giving body yada 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 yada, okay? By making the stallion body yada 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 yada, body crazy and curvy, something little waist, like whatever she says in the song is coming through, okay? And then this is like the Selkie, and the Selkie is a mystical being that can turn from seal into beautiful, enchanting woman. So it's kind of like out of a fairy tale, out of a storybook kind of beauty coming through for you guys, okay? But curls are coming through. Curls, 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 right? Some of you have shorter hair, and the thing, but it does curl as well, because it is curling in this one card. And they're kind of like, "I always wanted to have curly hair. Why didn't I get curls? But you gave them curls," right? Kind of thing. It's kind of giving me how, let me show you the card first. You see how it like flips up at the ends? It's like giving flyaway curls, okay? But I was gonna say, I was watching like a movie, not a movie, what am I saying? TikTok yesterday. And her name is Bethany Cleota. I don't freaking know how to pronounce her name properly. Same thing with Monet McMichael. I just see words and I can like see it in my head, but I don't really know how to pronounce it. Anyway, she has 4 boys, okay? And they basically are all copy paste versions of her. And she's like the most beautiful. First of all, y'all could be giving her Bethany Cleota, whatever, how do you pronounce her name? Like, sorry, I'm butchering it, because I know I am. She's like just so beautiful, but she has 4 boys who look just like her, so they're beautiful as well. And we have one with like straight hair, then we have one with these wild beautiful curls, and she's like, "Do your boys ever want to like borrow each other's hair for the day?" So the curly hair looking at the straight hair one, like, I wonder what it's like to have straight hair. And the straight hair one looking at the curly headed one saying, I wonder what it's like to have curly hair for a day, kind of thing. That's what I'm hearing as well. So that could be something coming through. Your hair is really nice, and people wonder what it would be like to have hair like yours for the day. Okay. But yeah, the effect you have on people is they definitely want to lock you down if they were able to, if they could, if you would stay with them. They definitely would. Okay, headbands are coming through as well. Okay, so just the way you style yourself as well, the way you bring everything together on yourself is what people really love. And that's like the shoes, the outfit, the makeup, the hair, the accessories, everything comes together for it's a singular purpose and making you look delicious. Okay, and I'm hearing Cake by the Ocean by DNCE, and how in the beginning of the song he's like, you're effing delicious. So that's the also reaction that people have towards you as well. It's giving full course meal. Okay, it's giving 10-course meal. What if those are even a thing? Because we have the 10 of Pentacles here, which is like, you know, everything. Okay, they want to eat up everything on the plate. I'm going to leave you reading here, though. I hope it resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe. I'd love to have you. If you would ever like to book a personal reading with me, you could always get in contact with me. Use my email in the description box below. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. And as always, I will see you gorgeous people in the next one. Mwah. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group 2s. Welcome to your reading. If you chose thumbnail image 2 or group 2, welcome. Today we're going to be getting into what effect does your beauty have on other people, okay? So group 1 was kind of juicy, so yours is probably going to be juicy too. So let's get at the bottom of the deck. We have the good luck charm. Look at this. You're giving sexy librarian vibes already, because this card kind of gives me that every time it comes out, but I've never said it before, but I'm saying it now. It's giving sexy librarian, okay? It's giving the girl whose hair can grow all the way down her back to her butt, and people are kind of like, how do you get your hair to grow so long? You're kind of like, it's genetics. It's giving Pacific Islander. It's giving Hawaiian. It's definitely giving, here in Philippine. It's giving those people whose hair can grow really, really long, okay? It's giving Middle Eastern as well, right? That's the vibe coming through for you guys. People are like, and this is also my winning the genetic lottery card, because this is literally the lottery, the Wheel of Fortune. You know, whatever the wheel turns in your favor, everything you want, you kind of get. You know what I mean? So everything feature-wise, body-wise, is like you got it all, okay? So it's coming through again, and at the bottom of that, we have 10 of Pentacles coming through. So it's kind of giving full course meal. It's not giving snack. It's not giving entree or appetizer. It's giving a full course meal, including dessert, okay? That's what your looks are giving, and I guess people get hungry when they see you. Jeez. It's kind of like they want to eat you up is the vibe coming through. So let's get into it. My group 2s, please spare. How does their beauty affect people around them or others? How is their beauty affecting the people around them? That was amazing. That could also be a reaction people have. Amazing. Okay, shuffle these one more time. I've had these cards for so long. They've been through some, as you can see. My poor babies, relax. I try not to shuffle them too much, but I need to shuffle properly before I get into reading. I'm hearing awestruck as well, so that could be a reaction people have to your beauty. My group 2s, please spirit. How does your beauty affect the people around them? It leaves them awestruck. Interesting. Like they're in the presence of greatness is what I'm hearing. And we have the freaking King of Pentacles and the Emperor and the Devil. Jeez Louise. Who the heck are you guys? Let's get from this last deck before we fully get into it, so we don't have to keep repeating ourselves. Jesus Christ. Look at the way these cards are bending, okay? If y'all was from that other reading where I was talking about y'all back bending, or you have like a prominent like back dip, that's coming through again, okay? I cannot control the messages that come through. Okay. I'm hearing you look like a lady in waiting. I was getting this vibe when I was trying to come up with the topic of today's reading. Like, what do you mean? Like, how would your beauty affect people? It's kind of giving like very like feminine, very cutesy, very well put together, very how can I describe it? Like, you know, like those girls in Bridgerton, how they're just there waiting to find their husband, and they have to go out into society and, you know, be these beautiful girls and only have like their dresses down to a specific length. It can't go past like ankles or something, you know, or it can finally go past your ankles when you are old enough to be introduced to society. Your dress can go past your ankles. I think that was something Eloise was mentioning in Bridgerton. She was like, and I could finally get my freaking dress past my ankles. Okay, let's get into these cards first. So we have 8 of Pentacles. So you definitely put time and energy into how you look. Okay, you're very well like maintained, manicure, high maintenance vibes coming through for you guys. We have the 2 of Cups. Okay, so yeah, there's like a need or a want or a craving for people when they see you. Here we have a Page of Cups. That's a little bit of that innocence coming through. And then we have the freaking Sun. Wow, beautiful. Okay, we have Page of Cups. Let yourself be continually surprised by this thing called life. So people are surprised when they see you, okay? That's the reaction that people have when seeing your beauty or your looks or your style. It's kind of like, oh, interesting. There's intrigue there. Like, I wonder what she, like, what, you know, for me, when I see a beautiful woman on the train or something and I see her eyelashes like so beautifully mascaraed and it's not clumpy, there's length. I'm like, wait, how did you do that? Like, what mascara do you use? Like, how do you get your lashes to look like that? Because I've been trying to get mine to look like some kind of way. I have a vision in mind, and it just never works out. It does. I found one mascara, okay? But I ain't gonna talk about it because it's not sponsored. You know what I mean? Trying to, whatever. But there's this one mascara that I got as a gift. I didn't even buy it. It was a gift with my order that I bought. And it was like just, it works so well. It does what I needed to do, okay? And I tried, and it's not even that expensive, which is the thing about it. I tried like the most expensive mascaras out there from like, what is their name? I forget their name. But they're at Sephora. And it's supposed to give like a lot of volume. It's something. It begins with the H, I believe. High something. I don't know. But anyway, I bought that mascara and it's supposed to give like volume and length because the lady that I was wearing it, I'm like, girl, like what mascara are you wearing? She's like, oh, this one. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And then I bought it. It wasn't doing what hers was doing. I'm like, I should ask her for a tutorial, child. But anyway, that's my thing. Like when I see a woman who gets her mascara so perfect, the way I always want my mascara to look, I'm like, I wonder what she does. I wonder what she uses. That's what I'm getting from this Page of Cups. Like I wonder about this person. You know, I want to know more about them. I want to know more about what perfume they're wearing. It smells delicious. What they use in their hair is so voluminous. What they use on their eyes, it looks beautiful. Like, you know what I mean? What concealer they're using. You know, that kind of thing is what's coming through for you guys and how people like the effect your looks have on people, okay? The next card is 2 of Cups here. So there's like romantic energy coming through as well, where they're like, okay, I can see myself dating that person. Like I want to date them. I am romantically interested in this person when I see them. Like I want that person on my arm. I want them to be my boyfriend or my girlfriend. I wouldn't mind, you know, the things I would do to them, right? That's kind of what's coming through. It's also giving people like want to touch you and feel you or like be around you, right? They want to hang out with you. They want to like spend time with you. Like that is peaking. I love, wow, you have Page of Cups and you have 2 of Cups. Yeah, that's like kind of piggybacking off of them wondering about you. Like, I wonder if I could be friends with her, become friends with her. Would she tell me her beauty routine? Right? There can be something here about you're one of the people who like lotion their hands before they go to sleep, and they have like a whole routine ready so they like, you know, look fresh in the morning time. Like there was this one guy that I was seeing on social media who like was married to a because yeah, my hands, I needed to lotion them, sorry. Was married to like an African woman, and he was like lotioning his feet before bed. He was like oiling down his face. He was doing a few other things, but I forgot exactly what he was doing. And he was like showing, I think it was like when that challenge was going around of tell me you're married to a black woman without telling me you're married to a black woman. And he was like, you know, lotioning his hands, his feet, his face, and you know, he was doing a bunch of different things before he went to bed, and people were like mad at him because he lotioned his feet first, and they were like, oh, we know you married to a black woman, but you need to lotion your feet at the end, right? Last, you're not gonna lotion your feet and then use those same hands to lotion your face and everything. But there's something here about wanting to know more about your beauty routine. That's what the feelings that you evoke in people, one of them anyway. People want to get closer to you as well. That's a vibe coming through for sure. Because it's giving footsie. Maybe you guys wear anklets as well. Okay. Maybe you guys are always drinking tea. Maybe you have like, they want to know more than just your beauty regimen. Maybe they want to know your workout routine or what you drink, the teas you indulge in, that kind of thing. They just want to know more about it. They want to date you. That's literally what dating is, learning about what people do, okay? So it's giving on, wouldn't mind, okay, locking that person down, that kind of thing, romantic interest. Now, we have the Eight of Cups, which is literally like walking away from things that aren't good enough. So things that you have been doing and seeing and watching and living essentially right now is no longer, it doesn't suffice anymore. You want more, you want to see more, you want to see the world, explore the world. It's literally giving the, I'm not happy in my connection, I'm leaving and finding something better. That's what's coming through for you guys. So y'all out here being temptresses, okay? Just to bring it to your attention. Of course, you may not know, but I know, and I'm telling you, okay? It's giving temptress, okay? Seductress, right? A little bit of a vixen, come here, come hither vibes. You may not try to, but it's coming through. Also hearing beauty marks. It was coming through earlier, but I'm like, let me let it go, but it keeps coming back through. So beauty marks are coming through, okay? Moles, if you call it that, whatever. Yeah, that I just keep seeing that in my mind's eye. So that I'm gonna say it. Dark lipstick is coming through as well. So your lips could, like, you know, bring a lot of attention. Your teeth as well. You could have like a nice smile. Anyway, let me stop. You see how I'm getting I'm gonna sit here like, tell me more. Continue. I like this. That's the kind of energy you get like caught in a trance when they're around you. And it would make sense because you're giving the sun. The sun is beautiful. The sun is gorgeous. Okay, the sun is something that we can't ignore. If we're outside and the sun is out, we're gonna know the sun is out, right? Sometimes the moon could be out and we don't really know the moon is there. It's just like more of a quiet, you know, demure kind of beauty. The sun is all up in your face. You cannot look away. And if you look too close, your eyes will burn. So it's like looking into the face of how I think sometimes, I feel like when I was like growing up, they were like, we wouldn't even be able to look upon God because he's like too pure. And I think it was like Jesus as well, like before he was able to, I can't talk, oh my gosh, don't mind me. Before he was able to, you know, of course, you know, die for our sins and then be resurrected and be sat beside God in heaven, he wasn't able to look upon his face, okay? That's what I'm getting. So it's like people are kind of like, oh my gosh, this person like really is too pretty for me to even be look at, to be in the same room as. I want to know what she does, what she drinks, what she eats, how's her body so snatched, what's that makeup routine, what's that skincare routine, like things like that. And there's always a few people who you see on social media at least where you're kind of like, wow, I want to know what they do in the gym. I want to know the exact workout. I want to know how their booty went from flat to fat. PHAT, period. Right? So there's some of you could have gone through like an intense beauty transformation and people could have seen you go through it. And then they're kind of like, I want what she's having, right? It's giving, yeah, your looks are like orgasmic is what I'm hearing. So you're very, very, very like tempting. And it's funny because you guys have the devil in the other deck. But before I forget, you know the scene from When Harry Met Sally? When I think she's like having a conversation with Harry about something. I've never seen the movie, but I've seen enough clips. I've heard people say that's their favorite movie enough times to know what goes on in the movie for the most part. And they're sitting at a scene, the famous scene where they're at dinner, and then Sally starts having like an orgasm. And then there's like an old lady right in the table next to them. And she's like, I want what she's having, right? That kind of energy, whatever you're eating, whatever you're doing, whatever skincare, workout, beauty routine you're getting into, I want some of that, okay? Whatever foods you're eating, tell me right now, okay? Whatever products you're buying, I want the details. Tell me where, why, when, and how, right? Give me an affiliate link if you got it. Like anything to look like you or even come close to feeling like I'm looking like you, right? So you could have like a lot of people who get obsessed about your looks or just you in general, but because this is about looks, we're gonna go with that. Now there was something else coming through that I'm trying to remember. When Harry Met Sally, the devil coming through. Yeah, it's like a little bit of like temptress. I see that person. I kind of want to, you know, rip their clothes off. Or I wonder what they're like when they're sleeping. So people are undressing you. Like, Jesus Christ, please have some decorum, people. That's the vibe coming through here for you guys, okay? Like, I'd be willing to leave my girlfriend right now to get a taste of this person right here, okay? There's something very sparkly about you because you're getting a lot of cards with sparkles. Page of Cups, has little sparklies, okay? Two of Cups doesn't. Eight of Cups has the sparklies. You're giving a mix of summer and autumn together, which are two of my favorite seasons, and I feel like it's most people's favorite seasons. And it's kind of like when everything blooms in summer and everything's bright outside and it's beautiful and warm and everybody's going to the beach, which is why you're giving me summer. And then this scene right here is giving me autumn, but they're also by the water. I'm like, where are their pumpkin patches by water? Tell me. I would love to know. Okay. But it's like I want to get lost in a conversation and look at how they're looking at each other. Like, especially this girl here. Like, why are you looking at her like that? Like, ma'am, please. Out in public, it's kind of like I want to eat you up vibes, you know? And then we have this sun. There's something here about your eye contact is coming through. You would like to wear hats because these two are wearing hats and so is she. Summer dresses are definitely coming through as well. And summer dresses are different for everyone. Sundresses, period. Because some sundresses in the Black communities, when they're like the really stretchy material, you know, kind of like tube top or tube dresses, where the boobies are kind of like held up at the top. They're like sleeveless or, you know, shoulderless. And then they're like really long down to the ground. The booty's just shake-a-laking up in them things, thundering. Look at me. Oh my gosh, relax. Yeah, people are getting raunchy and dirty, like when they're thinking about like you, okay, have the cheeks that's clapping in the sundresses. People are like, what the hell? Like, what? That's their reaction. Like, stop it. You know what you're doing, ma'am or sir. Okay, that's the vibe coming through. For others of you, if you're a guy watching, you're wearing the hooch daddy shorts, okay, where it's giving just enough thigh to be tantalizing and the thigh looks good and it's juicy, and now the girls want to bite it, and now look at us. Or you're like, you have the sleeves rolled up and the forearms are showing and they're veiny and strong, and now you want to bite them. Now look what you did. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. Like, people are giving their visceral reactions when they're seeing you. And there's something about you, how you're dressing, what you're looking like, what you're wearing, that's giving this visceral reaction, how you're staring at them, right? Some people just give like very seductive stares. They don't know it. And then when people are like, you know, undressing, they're like, wait, what are you doing, sir? You was giving me a come hither look. No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't. Yes, you were. Okay, stop lying. We're going to be honest here, guys, okay? It's giving that kind of energy where people are just like feral. That's the perfect word for it. Whenever they're in reaction to what you look like. Jeez Louise. Okay, let's keep going. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles, which are basically said already. You put a lot of time and effort into how you look. You like to look good. You want to smell good is coming through as well. You want your hair to be perfectly coiffed, whether it's up, whether it's down. You're going to be putting on some earrings. I'm seeing blush coming through. Makeup. You're not leaving the house without that. Or when you do it, you're beating your face down. Like, you know what I mean? There's a softness to you because the beach also gives that as well. Softness, I can get lost in it, like, you know, lulling someone into a false sense of security, and then the ocean will drag you down to its depths and you will never be seen or heard of again, you know? So false sense of security is what people feel around you, but you may be, because I was picking up on some feral energy, whether it's coming from you or the people looking at you, it's giving beware, right? Okay, it's giving a dog that looks cute, but it will bite you in a second. You know what I mean? Right. Unassuming vibes could be coming through for you guys. But sundresses is definitely a thing. Shorts is definitely a thing. Okay, overalls, even for some of you. But these long, flowy dresses that just always seem, just so happen to be blowing in the wind, effortlessly, is what's coming through for you guys, okay? But people want to snatch you up, lock you down, undress you, like all these things coming through here. And was it for you that I was getting Angel Fairy? It's funny how you got a card with a fairy in it, which is nothing surprising me anymore. You're definitely giving like, also what I'm hearing, Frodo of the Shire is kind of giving that vibe. So maybe because you look really small and petite and short, fun size, if you will, and people are kind of like feel like you're giving this vibe, you know? Or maybe you tinkle when you laugh, or just something about it's like very musical, you know? Okay, let's keep going. The next card we have out is the Tower. Yeah. Breathtaking. Show-stopping. unexpected, but we also have temperance here. So the visceral reaction people have at first is kind of like subdued or calmed down after a while, you know? We have the King of Pentacles, so this is like, you know, and then we have the Emperor. These two together definitely give like superior, okay? So your beauty can be superior to other people. That's what people are thinking or how it's affecting them, okay? You could be like very popular as well. Like I said, that sun energy, like just people naturally gravitate towards you, you know? We have the Tower is giving Pluto energy, which is Scorpio, right? The Temperance card is Sagittarius. You're getting a lot of Major Arcana, more than, and then we have the Sun here, Major Arcana as well. That's Leo, okay? With this King of Pentacles, we have Taurus coming through, and then the Emperor is Aries, a lot of fire energy. And then here we have the Devil, right, which is two naked people, okay? So it's kind of giving bombshells and baddies from Love is Blind. Whenever they came in, it was always like, oh my gosh, people were acting a fool when a bombshell came in or something like that is what's coming through, okay? But people are tempted by your body for sure. I don't know what it is about it, but it's temptation personified is what I just heard, okay? People are bound and shackled, yeah. Oh, I'm in shackles, hypnotic, oh, it's taking over my mind. What? Yeah, he said something here. That girl is divine. I'm in shackles. Stop playing in my face. That song is coming through. It's Shackles by something Steven Rodriguez. Stop it. The song says, she walks on fire, watch it burn in her eyes. So your eyes keep coming through. The looks you give people. Her wicked beauty sure will take you for a ride. She plays it sweet with such an innocent disguise. Wasn't I saying something about that? Stop it. You'll only see it coming out at night. I'm weak in the knees, whatever you please, 'cause I'm in shackles. Hypnotic lover taking over my mind. Your spell is binding, makes it so hard to fight. She twists her hips and keeps it coming all night. I can't control myself. That girl is so fine. Stop. If looks could kill, I'd be a dead man, you see. But I would never wish to be set free, period. I can't. My queen of lust, tell me, what is your decree? You don't know what it's doing to me. I've fallen for you. What more can I do? Because I'm in shackles. Period. I feel like that perfectly summarizes up everything that I was trying to, say about you. You guys have all been getting a song. Group 1 got a song. You got a song. What does he look like? Is he cute? Steven Rodriguez, whatever your name is, boy. Is this him? I don't believe it. Y'all are lying. The singer, yes, please, the singer. You're playing in my face. Not that there was anything wrong with the other guy, but I just wouldn't have believed he were saying these things, Child, I'm going to hell. Anywho, yes, this is him. That man is fine. He got nice muscles. I'm telling you, I was giving the see. We have some men in this group because I didn't really give any examples for men or features for men in group 1, but for you guys, I was talking about putting up your arms and your veins coming out, all this kind of stuff. You could have really nice biceps as well. You're really fit guy, okay? But this Steven Rodriguez here is giving fine SHYT, okay? Anyhow. Let me stop acting a fool, okay? But that's what was coming through. I'm like, yeah, I'm in shackles. I don't want to be set free. That man said. He said what he said, and that's the devil. You're shackled to the freaking devil here. You're shackled to temptation. You're shackled to desperation. You're shackled to obsession, like things like that. You're attached to someone you can't let go. That's what your beauty gives people. It keeps them bound and gagged, child. Maybe some of y'all giving dominatrix, dom vibes, and you just gonna be whipping people into shape, right? And that's that stare coming through. You may look really innocent, but the things that's underneath, once you shed the skin, it's over for these people out here, okay? Okay, anywho, we're gonna keep going. We have doctor. Yeah, they get sick when they see you, right? Sick. And for some of you, you may have waves for my men, because I'm hearing like seasick because of the waves. of your hair, you know, anyway. We have waiting. This is what I was getting with that yearning, what is it called? Lady in the streets, but a freak in the sheets vibe, that those kids from back in the days, or the girls from back in the days that weren't able to enter society yet, had to have, you know, dresses all the way down to their ankles. And then when they were, you know, being presented in society, their feet or ankles were able to be shown. Gosh. So it's getting a little bit conservative, but not because you want to be conservative. It's just because, you know, that's what society has you wearing. But if it was up to you, you would be walking around in bathing suits like all those girls on Love Island, okay? Bodies out, guys as well. They're just stuck wearing bathing suits for 6 weeks straight, except for when it's nighttime and they're like doing an elimination or whatever. Then they have to dress up. But other than that, you would walk around probably in the nude, right? Just things slinging and slanging. Like, that's the vibe I'm getting from y'all, okay? And here we have a priest, very funny. Some of you could be called to group 1, right? But the tower was kind of like brutal, unexpected, like broken down and beaten kind of beauty, right? Brutal. And I'm hearing another song, How Beautiful and Brutal Is Your Love by Plested, Plested. Beautiful and Brutal by Plested. And then we have Melancholy. Some of you are giving sad beauty. People just want to come and console you. But these two, the King of Pentacles and the Empress, they have like a very strong personality, very strong presence. And that's something people feel even if you are giving like cutesy or innocent vibes. You know what I mean? There's a freaking thrum of energy beneath your appearance that give like, come here. It's like a siren call. You're not really saying, but the song is playing. And people are like, where's that song coming from? I don't understand. You know what I mean? Phantom music just playing, and people are like, where is it coming from? Who is this and why are they, you know, that kind of vibe coming through. Okay. But yeah, that's what I'm getting for you guys mostly. It's very dangerous, the effect you have on people. Feral, dangerous, bound and shackled. Like I said in this Two of Cups, the way this girl is looking at this next girl with their feet all entangled, like, excuse me, what's going on here? Behave is the thing, okay? People try to find themselves trying to behave, but they don't really be behaving. They don't, or in their mind anyway. Okay, so that's what I have for you guys. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, join the tribe. I'd love to have you. If you would ever like to book a personal reading with me, you could always book one with me using my email in the description box below. I think I said you make people sick, right? Because we have the doctor coming through here. Yeah. But yeah. What do I say after that? If you want to book a reading with me. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. And as always, I will see gorgeous people in the next one. Mwah. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group 3s. Welcome to your reading. If you chose thumbnail image 3 or group 3, welcome. Thank you for joining me here today. Today's reading is going to be about how does your looks affect people around you? Your looks, your style, your beauty, whatever you want it to be about. How does it affect people around you? Okay, let's get right into it. How does my group 3's beauty affect those people around them? I'm hearing fiery. I just saw a lion and that lion went roar. So, yeah, fierce is what you're giving, okay? I'm hearing rocks like a puma. Some of you can feel called to all 3 groups because we have the 7 of Cups here, which is giving options. I'm hearing also like malleable, so you're able to change from one thing to the next, which is why you may be called to other groups. Group 3, please, Spirit. We have 9 of Wands. Yeah, hot. Spicy. I'm hearing too hot to handle. It's giving hot sauce that people can, only a certain amount of people can, you know, tolerate. I'm like, what the heck is the word? I'll take you too since you're just there. And you as well. Yay. Okay, so I'm hearing hot ones as well. So it's definitely giving the hot sauces and hot ones where it's just giving like you're like on fire. Like you're too much to handle sometimes, you know? Too hot, right? Interesting. Or too much. You'll see. The Witch is in. Queen of Pentacles. These are more than I wanted, honestly. We have the Eight of Swords and we have the Four of Cups up here. So we'll just put those up here and bring these down a little bit more. Eight of Swords is like just burdened, bothered. So maybe your beauty bothers people. Oh, it's also overthinking. It's also victim mentality. Four of Cups is disinterested. Apathy. Leave me be kind of energy. So we're going to get all the cards out before we get into the reading so I can get more of an energy. We have the Moon here. So maybe you're, and then the Four of Pentacles. So yeah, you have like a very closed off, conservative kind of air to you. That won't, it never will stop someone from wanting you. But that could be like your default mode. Like, stay away, leave me alone. Okay? Nine of Wands is also very like, move. Hard to obtain, playing hard to get. Like, you're stressing people out. You know what I mean? But they're not giving up. It's kind of like persevering, even though someone says, leave me alone. They're like, but I like you. And you're like, so? Yeah, because Four of Cups says try not to be so picky. Yeah, definitely. That's what your looks are giving. Like elitism, or elitism? It's elitism. Like, don't talk to me. You can't sit with the standoffish vibes. Group 3, please, Spirit. What their looks give. And we have High Priestess. That's literally everything I just said. Absolutely. So you're giving elitist, out of my league, kind of. I'm hearing dream girl vibes. That's what's coming through. Or the girl that's out of your league. It's giving that as well. Because I remember when I first like discovered that men will deal with like 4 different kinds of women in their life. I think it was like 4. I think 5 is too much. I'm also getting girl next door vibes. So it's definitely giving grew up in a good household. You have secure attachment. Your father, your parents, your mother taught you what you were worth, and you're not accepting anything less than that. So it's like, okay, either way, this girl is kind of giving out of my league vibes. Okay, so just take what resonates for you, please and thank you. Is the flash still on? But then it's not really showing. Okay, anywho. Let's keep going. I think I was like watching a video of Anwar White, or he was reacting or stitching a video of someone else, and he was like, guys will deal with or put girls into 2 categories, like the easy as they come girl, the one who everyone can get, the one who's a little bit desperate. Then we have the one who's like girl next door material. Then we have the one who's like dream girl, that they're perfect girl. And then we have the one who's like out of their league. So the one who they should never have gotten in the first place, and they will do everything in their power to like make them, you know, humble them, right? So the example he was using was Beyonce and Jay-Z, and how Aaliyah, he was reacting to a video where a girl was like, Beyonce is not Jay-Z's dream girl, Aaliyah was. But because Aaliyah passed away, he was only left with Beyonce. And Beyonce is the woman who was bred really well. Her parents and her mother and the people around her really told her continuously how beautiful and how gorgeous and how, you know, hot commodity she was. She was always center, front and center for Destiny's Child. Like, they showed her and brought her up in the way of, you know your worth vibes. So when he was with Beyonce, when he found Beyonce, it's like, she's not my dream girl. She's the out of my league girl. And it's kind of like their interests work align, right? So they're together, but they don't really like each other, whatever it was saying, because he's always like cheating on her or something that are embarrassing her. And that's what he's like, men will do when you're out of their league, because they have to humble you in some kind of way. They're never going to feel good enough for you, right? That's the vibe that's coming through for you guys here. So just, you know, take it for resonance. If it doesn't, leave it alone, find another group. That's what I got to say about this. Okay. High Priest is definitely like on a pedestal, holier than thou kind of vibe. She keeps herself away from the rest of society. And it's not because she thinks she's better than them. And we have the devil. Child, and the King of Cups and the Six of Swords. And it's not because she thinks she's better than everyone. It's just that she doesn't really want to be bothered, right? It's definitely giving a little bit cold, detached, Queen of Swords vibe. You know what I mean? Shuffle it one more time. Okay. Group 3, please, Spirit. Group 3. What reaction? What? See, you guys getting a lot of cards. Wow. Okay, let's put these to the side. Yeah, some of you were called to group 2 because the song that was coming through for them was coming through for you guys. So go watch group 2, or if you're not resonating with this, then go watch group 2. You're kind of like giving like, yeah, high society, high class, high value kind of beauty, rich, uppity kind of vibes, okay? I'm about to show you the card that confirmed all of that for me. So we have High Priestess. Oh, let's go over these cards first. How about that? So we kind of went over that. 8 of Swords, you're in your head. You're kind of insecure, not really sure what to do, where to go. So your looks make people feel insecure. Boom, right out of the bat. 4 of Cups, try not to be so picky, okay? People may feel less interested in you because they think you're so picky. Now, I'll give you a perfect example. One time, I mentioned this friend in another reading, group 1, but she's coming through again, so let's get into it. I went out with a high school, acquaintance of mine like a few months ago. It probably was longer than that. I don't know, the months are going by so fast. So we went out, we were going like roller skating, and then I decided to meet up with my best friend after that. And I'm like, y'all want to come with me to the bar? And they came with us, and we were sitting there, and like this one cute guy came to the bar. And she thought he was cute, the girl that I was meeting up with from high school. And she is very Virgo. Me, I resonate with her because we're both Virgos. She's very high maintenance, like stush, some people could call it, where it's like she knows her worth. And if you're not like giving her what she wants, she'll definitely go find somebody else who will. So this guy was like, she was also just doing it in like a very interesting kind of way. So she kept bumping into him when he was standing at the bar. And to get his attention, right? But she didn't want to say anything. She was trying to get him to talk to her. And eventually did. They were like, talking for a little bit. They exchanged numbers, boom. And then after she left, the guy was also talking to my best friend. And my best friend and this girl are polar opposites in looks, in demeanor, like, you know what I mean? And I'm like, interesting how he, kind of flip-flops. So I think we saw him next time at the bar. We didn't see, it wasn't that same night. So we all went home, boom. The next time we see the same guy, or like where he comes to us and hugs us, because we were like talking, getting to know each other a little bit. And then he's like, oh, trying to talk to her now. And I'm like, wait, but a few weeks ago, you're trying to talk to my other friend, like crazy. And he was like, oh, she was too stush. She didn't want to respond, or, she wanted too much essentially. And now he's trying to come find somebody who wants less, But, the age-old saying, if I'm too much, go find less, bare period, okay? That's what's coming through here, where it's like she was too much work for him, and he didn't want to be doing all this stuff to be, showing her that he cared or whatever. So he came and found someone else who he thought would give less. But my best friend is in a connection, so she can't even give you nothing. You know what I mean? But I'm like, very interesting how men move. I be just peeping. I'm like, I'm not on business, but I'm peeping. That's the kind of vibe coming through here. People may get disinterested or become disinterested because you expect too much from them. And that's because you were raised to know your worth. And or even if you weren't raised that way, you now know your worth. So you're not just letting anybody talk to you or do anything. So you're coming off as disinterested, but your beauty can also lead to disinterest. It's kind of like, oh, she wouldn't want to talk to me anyway, because these two came out together, okay? So 8 of Swords, overthinking, not thinking you're enough, keeping yourself in a box, holding yourself back, right? It's like, how would you know if they don't want to be with you unless you say something, but they're too scared to say something? These two cards up here. Then we have 7 of Pentacles or 7 of Cups. Sorry, you have options, right? So your looks are giving that you have a lot of options, or you may always get a lot of offers, whether it's true or not. And it's kind of like people have that kind of reaction, like, oh, she has too many things, too many. That could also be a reason why they don't talk to you, because like, oh, she probably juggling 15 guys right now. I don't want to add myself to the fray. Pride is a big thing when it comes to you guys. Pride, or especially when it comes to men, and talking to you if you're a female, their pride gets in the way a lot of the time, okay? I'm hearing 99% of the time. Interesting. So if you find that men don't talk to you as much as you think they should, it's like because they're thinking that they don't want to get turned down or rejected, is the kind of vibe coming through. She has so many options. I'm going to stay in my little box and not even worry about it. But then 10 years later down the line, they're thinking about you like, oh, the one that got away kind of energy. Just ghetto. I agree. I know. Then we have the 9 of Wands, which is kind of giving something you have to fight for. You know what I mean? Something you have to earn. Something you have to persevere. You're not just going to get with this person after one date and one flimsy phone call, and you paid for one flimsy dinner. No, it's going to be continuous shows of gratitude, support, love, all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Affection. You're courting me. What do you mean? You're not going to give me one flimsy flower and think I'm yours. No. Is the kind of vibe you're coming through as. And I feel like people can already like pick up on that just from the way you carry yourself and how you look, right? Literally. Yo, look at this lady in this card here. Look at how she is looking at the coffee. She's like, ew, this is not my order. Like, and that's why it says, try not to be so picky, okay? Your look just gives stush, picky, I'm better than this, I'm too good for you kind of energy. Oh my gosh. And I'm hearing that song, I'm too good to you. I'm way too good to you. You take my heart for granted. I hope you could understand it. Years go by so fast. Look at that. I was talking about years going by. I can't keep track. How long did we last? I feel bad for asking. It can't end like this. I want to take my time with this. Cock up your bumper. Sit down on it. Hey. Let me see if there's something we can fix. So some people are going to be there like, do you need anything else, dear? Like, that is what, that's what he's basically saying in the song. Like, what can I do to fix this? Okay. And the girl's like, I'm too good for you. Like, no. And he's like, what can I do to fix this? It's giving simping. So people are simping after you guys, like trying to do your bidding, essentially. Okay. It's giving Drake level of simp here. That's the reaction your looks give. Like, I know you can have anybody you want, but choose me. Pick me. Love me. Oh, this is funny. I love this. Okay. Yeah. Then we have the Six of Pentacles, which is getting like very generous, right? So people want to give you things and gift you things. This reading is like literally like just, I'm being spoon fed the messages. I don't have to interpret or dive into it at all. It's kind of like very simple, very easy. Like here's the reading there. Men think you're too good for them when it comes to how you look, and when it comes to how they react to that, they always feel they have to kind of make up for something or please you in that kind of way. It's kind of like giving bottom, sub, that kind of energy. So if you find you also attract those kinds of men, that is why, because you're giving very much top dom, dominatrix, dame kind of energy. Like, I'm big dog on campus, bark, you know, what is it giving? You better drop to your knees and bark like you want it. That kind of energy. Like, if you want me, you're gonna have to show me, please me, okay? And I'm hearing the song Please Me by Cardi B and Bruno Mars. Please me, baby. Turn around and just tease me, baby. You got what I want and what I need, baby. Let me hear you say please. Let me hear you say please. Like, yes, begging, bro. Yes, literally. We love this. I'm living for this, okay? And then there's also something very maternal. That's what it is. Yes, very maternal. But I'm gonna take care of you, and it's because the reason why you are so high maintenance is because you know the kind of love that you will lavish your person with. This Queen of Pentacles kind of love, where she's very subservient. She wants to give. She wants to please, but she needs to do that in return first, to show that you are worthy of her submissiveness. Oh, I love this. I love you guys. Oh, group 3, you're giving me life. Stay the way you are. Never change. Okay? And that's what people want to say about your looks as well. Don't ever change. Keep doing what you do. People have something to say about it. Don't stop. Like, you know what I mean? It's like you're the kind of, like I said, beauty or looks. You have the kind of looks that people are thinking about years later down the line. Like, I wonder where that girl is now. Oh, you have that longing and lasting beauty. It's also giving mature beauty as well, because we have an older woman here, and Queen of Pentacles is an older energy as well, right? She's not Queen of Wands, you know, crazy boy toy, out in the world, very flirtatious kind of energy. She's giving very much, I'm at the house when I'm not outside, and I don't want to be bothered, and I'm too grown for this kind of energy. That's what your beauty is giving, grown woman, okay, or grown man, right? This is energy. Oh, I love this. I don't want to say I had a favorite, but this reading right here is doing it for me, okay? And all the readings were pretty great, honestly. So whatever you guys chose, y'all are good. You know what I mean? This computer here is kind of giving me the vibe of people looking at you on social media, okay? So that's the kind of beauty you have, like pinup beauty. I have to take a picture and make sure this was like a actually real kind of beauty. Here we have the high priestess. That is confirming that very stush, arms folded, I'm better than this, I'm better than you, old Hollywood, old money kind of vibe to you. Here we have Six of Swords. This with the Queen of Pentacles is giving that healing energy that was coming through. So your looks are very healing to people. Maybe it heals a part of them. Maybe you attract people who didn't have mother figures in their life because your energy and your looks are giving like very maternal, very grown woman, like in her bag, knows what she's doing, very self-assured, you know, can handle herself and will be able to handle me too, snatch me up vibe. It's doing a little bit like you have an attitude as well, and guys like that. Because I don't know, for whatever reason, some men like women who have attitudes, right? Especially the soft and quiet guys. They be ending up with the most, the most bad, not bad mouth, that's the wrong way to say it, most dirty pop mouth, like, girls ever with the biggest attitudes. It's because I don't know, there's a part of them that likes that, likes being bossed around, okay? Then we have the devil. So you guys are giving like attached, obsessed, okay, kind of vibes. It's definitely giving people doing things to your pictures at night, in the dark of night, you know, in their room by themselves, right? And it's because they can't have you in person, so that all they could do is look from afar, which is very funny. We have temperance. Temperance also came through in group 2, if you felt called. Okay. We have King of Cups, and this is also like a very softness to you. A soft, caring, open, like loving, tender energy to your, or men react this way. That's the effect that you have on them. They want to be more tender. They want to be more loving. They want to be more affectionate. You know what I mean? They want to be more accommodating. They want to be more sweet. They want to be more I'm baby vibes when they're around you, right? They want to lower their guard emotionally when they're around you, and that's something that you bring out in them, your looks anyway. Like, I would say your demeanor as well. It's not just about the looks, like but this is reading about the looks though, so let's not get it twisted. And then Three of Pentacles is kind of giving community vibes to me. So I just keep getting like, you're the mom friend, the mom sibling, the mom girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever you want to call it, the one who takes care of everyone around them. And that energy can be very addicting, okay? Or maybe you're someone who looks like they have money and you'll be able to take care of everyone, kind of thing could be coming through as well for you guys. But either way, it's definitely giving this person could take me places, because we have the Six of Swords coming through here, which is like, be careful with that, because ew, it's giving bums. Oh, funny. Like, why are we doing this, cards? Stop playing. Like, why are you not giving straight? Behave. But those are the vibes coming through for you guys. And I'm hearing people can get drunk on your beauty, because I just saw the cup that the King of Cups is holding. It's kind of like getting drunk. And then we also have the Temperance card going back and forth, right? So they go from being sober to drunk on you, right? There's a song coming through. It's Cleo Patron by, what's her name, Diamond White. I can't find it on Spotify anymore, but maybe it's on YouTube or somewhere. But she's like, that's that Cleo Patron. That's what I'll be on. Let me look if I can look it up. And tell me why I looked up the song, and it says, I done lost my mind, wasted too much time watching screens I left on channel 9, maybe channel 5. And I was talking about people watching their screens or looking at you on social media or on their phone, right? And then it says, I just saw the news and I thought of you, thought of us. Look at what we do, how we move. We don't give a F. And she's like, hands all on my neck like I'm your Barbie, but I'm Cleopatra. He's swerving, I want what he's sipping on. He said he don't drink and drive, but baby, that don't matter. He's spinning when he kissing me because I'm Cleopatron. So she's like mixing together Cleopatra, who was a very well-known seductress or widely known like person that a lot of men wanted. And she's mixing it with Patron. So the more you sip on her, the more you get drunk on her. You see, the more people look and see your beauty and your aura and your essence, the more they get drunk on you, okay? And he drunk on me. He's stuck on me, drunk on me. I know that he is. And his hands weren't on the wheel because they were all on me. I don't want to see no red and blue flashing, but I know you're thinking of what I'm thinking of. Now, I can see why maybe they removed this song from Spotify, because while we were talking about his hands weren't on the wheel, they were all on me. And I don't want to see no red and blue flashing. Well, it will be because, excuse me, drinking and driving ain't cute. Anyway, that's over. But that's what's coming through from that song is Cleo Patron, Drunk on Me by Diamond White, okay? You make them want to make bad decisions as well. That's the effect you have on them. It could be negative, right? And the fact that their ego comes more alive and they don't want to talk to you, or their ego becomes non-existent and they're doing anything to worship and praise you, or they just want to keep you and they're doing anything to keep you. It's like either way, it's kind of like toxic in a way. It's not in a bad way. It's like, not the best, Anyway, I don't know. Let's see what's coming through now. This is what I was saying when I was getting rich and prim and proper. This is like even one of the most fanciest cats I've ever seen. It's gonna be an expensive house cat that waits, like it's weighted on hand and foot and will come and scratch you up in your sleep if they're hungry. We all know those cats, right? Prissy, high maintenance cats, okay? It's giving those cats from, what is it called? I forget the name of the movie, but I am Siamese, if you please. And they're walking around with their hats, their head and their tails held high, right? What? We have despair. Look at that. See what I was talking about? The kind of toxic. People are ghetto. A little bit toxic, a little bit, obsessed with the devil card coming through. It was giving sexy in group 2. It's giving obsessive and like not that great in this group here, okay? Then we have thief. Oh my gosh. Yo, what is going on? How does your beauty affect people? They gonna turn to thieves and vagabonds and heathens by the end when you're done with them. And then here we have love, Cupid. They were hit by Cupid's arrow. They're willing to do whatever it takes, steal and pillage and plunder a thief in order to keep you. And then we have journey. They're even willing to go on long journeys. Y'all here are dangerous. That's all I have to say on the matter. Because we have despair, we have thief. Yeah, they're willing to steal for you. They're willing to cry over you. They're willing to, crawl on their hands and feet for you, child. Get on their knees and bark. Worship the ground you walk on vibes coming through here. And then we have love and we have journey. They're willing to do crazy things for you. What I won't do for love. I'll do anything, but I won't give up. That song is coming through. What is the name of that song? The Things You Do for Love. The things you do for love. I'll give anything, but I won't give up. In my mind or heart, it's only you. Make me do for love what I would not do. What we won't do for love is what's coming through by somebody. Y'all know the song. Don't play on my face like you don't know the song. Let me see if I can look it up. So the song starts off by saying, I guess you wonder where I've been. I searched to find a love within. I came back to let you know I got a thing for you and I can't let go. So that's what I was saying about years going by. If that was for your group anyway, where years later they're still thinking about you, like what would this person be, what are they doing right now, kind of thing. They went on a journey, they came back and realized they're still obsessed with you. This is addictive. My friends wonder what is wrong with me. Well, I'm in a daze from your love, you see. I came back to let you know I got a thing for you and I can't let go. Some people go around the world for love, journey, okay? But they may never find what they dream of. What you won't do for love. You tried everything, but you don't give up. In my world, there's only you. You make me do for love what I would not do. Child, that's coming through for y'all. I don't know what else to say. I feel like you make people do things they never thought they would do. Beg, cry, steal, love, truly, learn how to love, right? Kind of, because I'm hearing How to Love by Lil Wayne. A lot of songs coming through for you guys, yeah. So it's like getting inspiring as well because people want to sing songs, do things they wouldn't do. Like, you know what I mean? Music is coming through. It's gonna like muse, magic kind of vibes, right? But let me leave you reading right here. I don't want to keep going forever and ever and ever. That's what the effects your love has on people. Not even your love. Relax. Your looks. Lord, look at that. Child slipping up. They slip over their words, trip over their words. They're not sure what to say. They stutter and they're bumbling idiots. Like that's what's coming through. And the whole time you're just sitting there unmoved, prim and proper. And now they're even more nervous. Like, girl, guy, y'all are dangerous. If this reading resonated, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe we love to have. If you would ever like to book a personal reading with me, you could always get in contact with me using my email in the description box below. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. And as always, I will see you gorgeous people in the next one. Mwah. Bye.